Yo people, what's happening? Just thought I'd make a quick video touching on what happened on the weekend on the Josh Warrington card. So, firstly I'll start off with the Kiko Martinez fight. This is just becoming like too much of a regular occurrence now. It's like, if you're not fighting on a Matchroom show or you're not the home fighter on a show, it's more than likely you're going to get robbed. And like Zephyr Barrett, if we're being extremely generous to him, we could have probably give him a draw in that fight. I mean, he won the first, he probably nicked the fourth, then it was Kiko Martinez was just dominating up until maybe the ninth. Then Zephyr Barrett really started to put his foot down, not put his foot down, but he's kind of started to assert some form of dominance from the ninth round onwards. And then it was just, he probably did win the 9th to the 12th, Zephyr Barrett, but it just wasn't enough for me to even give him a draw. Like, just watching that, Kiko Martinez was just dominating from near enough the start of the fight to the end of it. And the only rounds you could have really gave Zephyr Barrett was the first one, definitely. As I said, the fourth was, I probably would have gave it to Kiko Martinez, but to be nice, Zephyr Barrett. And then the last four, you saw better work from Zephyr Barrett, but you could still argue that some of them rounds could have went to Kiko Martinez. And when Dave Conwell, is it? I think his name is, got on and was doing his interview mid-round, I was just astonished. I couldn't believe what he was saying. This was probably around like the 7th round now, and by this point Zephyr Barrett had only won 2 rounds, and he was just like, yeah, Zephyr Barrett's doing great. He's a really close fight. Maybe I've got him winning this, and I was just like, what am I hearing? What am I hearing? And then it was like, the commentary knew what was going on, but it was like, because he had won like the 9th and the 10th, they started like, yeah, this is a close fight, this is a close fight. Like, no, it was not. It wasn't a close fight, it just wasn't. And then when you get to the end, it's like the scorecards, what was it? It was like 118 to 111, and it was just, when I heard that read out, I knew that there was no way in hell that Kiko Martinez was getting a decision. And it's just ridiculous. So what's the point of even boxing like on these shows if you just know outright you're going to get robbed? It's like, if Kiko Martinez won that fight, he's probably looking at a world title fight next. And now what? He's going to go and fight Zephyr Barrett again, now that Zephyr Barrett knows what to expect. And he's probably going to lose, regardless if he wins or not anyway. He's probably going to get robbed again. But he's probably just going to lose this time because, you know, Zephyr Barrett can now make the adjustments. He knows what to expect, he knows what Kiko's going to bring and so on, and it's just ridiculous. We're just seeing it way too much, and it's ruining the sport of boxing. It's just ruining it. But that was my view on that fight. And then when we go on to the Josh Warrington fight, again, like, the Sky commentary are just making all the excuses in the world for Josh Warrington, like, oh, it's because the crowd's not here, oh, is he struggling to make weight, or oh, he never looked right from the start, this, that, and it's just like, oh, shut up, man. What are you talking about? He looked like there was nothing wrong with him, and like he just probably got caught off guard, or he just had an off night, or the guy on the night was just better than him, and that's the only way to, like, you can't just keep making excuses for fighters all the time. Like, even they come out and said there was no excuses, so why are you trying to make excuses for him? It's just ridiculous. Just give credit where it was due, and just give credit to Lara for winning the fight, man. Just, come on, like, be a man about things and just give people the credit they deserve. Like, to be honest, I still don't really think that Lara looked that great. Like, from the first rounds, he was like looking at the ref when the ref was speaking, Warrington was hitting him, and he was making loads of very like amateur mistakes, and it was a fight that Warrington really should have won quite easily. But fair play to Lara, like, he stuck it out and he ended up getting a win, like a dominant win as well. So yeah, I just think people need to stop making, like, the Sky's pundits, and they just need to stop talking crap. They need to start giving fighters the decisions that they deserve, and they need to stop making excuses for everyone, man. It's getting beyond the joke. And I think Matchroom's the worst round. I know don't want to say Matchroom, because I know it's not really down to Eddie Hearn. Like, he doesn't really get these people in, and well, he says he doesn't. Well, I find it kind of hard to believe, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, Josh Warrington. It's like, what? I don't know if an instant rematch is going to be great for him, because I think the statistics are something ridiculous. It's like 90 or 95% of instant rematches always end the same way. And the fact that he really got pummeled in that fight, I don't think it would be great for his confidence to just go straight back in there with Lara. But I don't really see what that Lara is going to do. I can't see him beating any of the world champions in that weight division. I can't see him, if the Warrington team do it correctly, I can't see him beating Josh Warrington in a rematch if they just want to go and take, you know, 2 fights, a fight or two, rebuild his confidence and then get him back in there, because Josh Warrington can easily beat that guy. As I said, I don't really rate him that much, but it could be quite a hard road back from for Warrington, to be fair, because as I said, it was a bit of a pasting. But yeah, they were the only 2 things I really wanted to touch on. But I just find the robberies in boxing now are just getting me on the joke, and the way that Eddie Hearn said, like, no, I don't think that England is one of these countries that people can come to and where they expect to get robbed. It really is, man. It really is. When was the last time, like, a foreign fighter come over here and we all knew he won a fight and he actually got the decision? The last one, like, off the top of my head, the last one I can think of was Linares beating Crawler. But I'm sure there has been more than that since. But I mean, off the top of my head, I can only think of that one, and that fight took place in like 2016, 2017. And we're in now 2021, and that's the only one I can think of. Like, it's a bit madness. It is real madness. But yeah, it just needs to stop happening, because boxing is in a good place, especially in the UK. Like, I think we've probably got the biggest promoter in the UK. Most of the big shows are like, do you know, like before, when fighters needed to win a world title, they would always go over to America to get the money. It's like now they come here. So yeah, boxing is in a good place, especially for English boxing, as I was saying. But if this continues, it will not be in a good place, that's for sure. But yeah, those are the only 2 things I wanted to touch on. Just get in the comments, give me your views, tell me what you think. And yeah, man, let's discuss some more boxing. Cool, thanks people, peace.